What's going on to all of my Aries? Okay. All right, so let's get into it. Okay. So, you Aries, you have the, sorry, let me pull this down some more. There we go. You Aries have the Eight of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Two of Pentacles. Oh, wow. It's starting to get dark again. Here we go. The Six of Cups, the Devil, the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Page of Swords, and last but not least, you have the Four of Wands. So what I'm seeing here for you, Aries, is I told y'all this would happen. I told y'all. The Eight of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Two of Pentacles. Now that a lot of you Aries are starting to have value within your own self, now that you Aries are starting to have self-worth and self-value, some more self-worth and self-value, the Six of Cups, someone is coming back trying to be like, hey, what's going on with you? What's up? You know, someone that you used to date. Because the Eight of Wands represents a sobering, a very sobering perspective of their life, which is you. This is you, Aries, like, okay, you needed to create those particular changes, and you did. You created those changes that you knew that you should have done, right? The Nine of Swords is, obviously, it wasn't easy. You know, change, unless you're used to it, is not really easy. But you, Aries, decided that this was best for you to do. You created that change. You made that change. And because you created it, now all of a sudden, your Two of Pentacles, you started to see the benefit of it, right? Because in the show, this is gold, right? A gold ounce. So this is about how you, Aries, starting to see, like I said, the fruits of your labor. You changed. You wanted to get to know somebody. You wanted better options. Then you realized that you had to start with self-respect because people were using you. They were looking at you like a springboard to some sort of financial success, or they may have wanted to just use your body the way that they wanted it to. So you, Aries, stopped allowing them to do that. You, Aries, stop allowing them to do that. The Six of Cups, so now all of a sudden, they're trying to come back. I told y'all, a lot of people going to be on your case once you start to have that level of self-respect. The Devil now represents, and now you're the one that's essentially, you have self-control. And now these people are pining after you that you used to date. They're pining after you, trying to find out what you're doing, trying to get all up in your business. The Ten of Cups, however, the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Swords, right? 10-10, some sort of completion. You, Aries, know what time it is. You, Aries, know that you can't take any of these people seriously. You know that. So what is it that you, Aries, do? You, Aries, decide to walk away from these individuals because the fact that you know that you can't take them seriously. So you don't even really pay them any mind. You know, they may try to reach out to you. Some of you Aries, like I said before in my last reading, some of you Aries may not even pay any attention to the phone when it comes to their number, even though you may know or recognize that number. Some of you Aries may let them know directly that you're not coming back, you know, and that you're done, you know, that hanging out with them taught you a lesson. You know, you may not even tell them that. But you may just tell them, no, you're done and you're not going to hang out with them ever again. And the the Hanged Man, excuse me. The Hanged Man is, this is where this situation begins. Because now they know that they done lost you. Now they know that they have to do some sort of self-correcting. And this is something that they don't want to do. They can't do because it'll break or shatter their mind. It'll break or shatter their psyche. The inflated ego, the illusion that they spent so much time building, trying to convince people they were the Wizard of Oz, so to speak. They know that if they know that you choosing to not participate is them basically having to confront those issues that they have. And the Page of Swords, this is them not, this obviously this is them not appreciating that. So you may tell them no, and in the discussion of you telling them no, potentially you may, you may hang up with them, right? You may not necessarily hang up on them, but you may tell them, hey, look, no. And then they're like, okay. And then a little bit after that, a couple of days, couple of hours, they may text you, right? Going at you, talking about how you ain't this. They never really wanted to come back anyway. The Four of Wands. And again, you knew that this was what they were about in the first place. Look at what happened when you told them no. They couldn't even handle the rejection now, even after everything that they did to you, Aries. They couldn't even handle that. And now all of a sudden, when you, Aries, decide to tell these people no, they can't handle that now. So now they're super disrespectful. Now, because their ego is bruised. They have this ego that they want to protect so much. Now all of a sudden they have these issues, right? They have all these types of problems, and those types of people, I've seen those types of people many a times in my day, right? Still dealing with those people, because it's like it's so many of these individuals who pump their ego up. They try to make themselves seem larger, like they're scaring off some sort of bear or something like this than what they are. And again, I understand the games that people play. But when you, Aries, understand also the games that people play, you realize, in fact, that they're not as big and as grandiose as they're trying to make themselves seem by stretching out and making it seem like, they have all this going on. You really start to see how kind of sad a lot of them really are. And then you have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is you have your own level of inner peace. So whatever it is that they've got going on, you're not a part of that. You don't have to be a part of that. It's just that for them, they don't really seem to understand that the problem that they're having is their own issues. They've got their own problem. And like I said before, I've seen those types of problems since I was young. I've seen those types of problems where, instead of just telling the truth because there's no kind of consequences or whatever, they just have to recorrect themselves. People would rather lie and then have a problem with you later. And it's like, what type of antics is that? You understand? And it creates now this relationship between the two of y'all where now they told you a lie that they didn't have to, but they told you a lie because they didn't want to correct themselves. Because correction is the worst thing in the world, right? Because it would have to mean that they're not perfect. But then they want to talk about you're being very judgmental. Who's being very judgmental? Are you, Aries, being very judgmental? Or are they being judgmental towards themselves because they try to be perfect when you wasn't even asking them to be perfect while you were in a relationship with them? They threw that jacket onto themselves, and you, Aries, didn't even ask these people to be perfect. Let's clarify the Six of Cups. Page of Cups, Page of Wands, Five of Cups, the Five of Pentacles. Right. So here they are being delusional, thinking that somehow they're going to get their foot back in the door by trying to halfway apologize. But the Page of Wands, you're not even studying them. You're not even paying attention to them. You understand who they are, and you're not even taking it personally. But see, here's the thing, the Five of Cups, here's the guilt. The more you don't dislike them is the more shameful they feel about this. Oh, by the way, if you found value in this reading, then it means it's time for you to come get a personal reading from me. I actually put a link in the comment section of my link tree. It has my Yahoo, right? my email in which you want to contact me for a personal reading, my website, so you can check out my services, my the link to my books that are on Amazon, my Instagram page, and my YouTube channel that'll link right back here. But the Five of Pentacles represents, so guess what? So you knew it was time to leave when they started using you and disrespecting you. And of course, Aries is a zodiac sign where it's the first zodiac sign. It's the initiator. You know, people can say whatever it is that they want to about you. You got to give Aries that. You got to say that Aries is the initiator. Aries is exoterically the first zodiac sign. Aries represents the starter. Aries represents the beginning of life as we know it, the Big Bang. So you have to give that its respect. And when people don't, and they mistake that, and they tried to play you, what happened? You Aries decided to walk away. They didn't like it. Well, they should have treated you better. Let's clarify the devil. The Two of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Sun. So to clarify the devil, right? The Two of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles, now they want to come back. But they know that you control all the cards. You know that you have the power because you can decide whether or not you're going to come back to them. And since they're the ones that's reaching out to you, trying to ask to see if the two of you can get back together, they don't like being in that seat. They don't like being in that position where it's where you have the power. That's how it is that you know people have issues with their own superiority / inferiority, right? Identity of themselves or idea of themselves. It's the idea that, you know, if you come back, this is why it is I say don't go back. Because in those types of relationships where people who don't respect you, you do not know when those people are going to really start wilding out. Because part of the reason why it is that they do that, the next time if you try it again, right, if you try to recoup the relationship, is because then they always remember the shame of you were in a power seat. They tried to come back to you and you told them no, or you told them yeah. They don't even want you to even have any kind of power on whether or not you accept them in your life or not. They want to be able to invade. This is the mentality of how those types of people who play games work. The Knight of Wands and the Sun represents this being a situation where this is them trying to come into your life and tell you what to do. But the Sun, you're too free for that. So what it is that you did the best thing that you're supposed to do. A lot of you Aries told them no. You told them no, right? The Ten of Wands, you told them no. So they have a problem with that now. Let's clarify the Page of Swords and get out of here. The Queen of Wands, Eight of Swords, Knight of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. Right. The Queen of Wands and the Eight of Swords represents this being a situation for them where they feel trapped because they don't even want you to have that little inkling of power to where it's a position where they even have to come back to you. They expect you to come back to them, even though they did what it is that they did. And at the same time, this is what they want to look like, even though they're actually this. So they're trapped, but this is what it is that they want to look like. A person of power and stature and social rank and so much better compared to you. But the Knight of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, they know that you have value and they know that you've moved on now, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically as well. And that's the thing that obviously they don't like. That's why it is that we had to clarify the Page of Swords. Is because now they may verbally attack you call you all these types of names. And all it did was it showed you Aries just even further how it is that they're not to be trusted. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. What happens next in the future? Well, you Aries will continue to move forward and meet other people and interact with those people. And those people are going to, from the past, they're going to have to respect it. But they're going to be mad, though. I'm not even going to lie. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. Smash that subscribe button if this video gave you value. Smash that like button. Click the notification bell and set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop videos like this.